Problem is, it never feels as though I'm there, I've made it. You feel you're forever waiting to get to your end result. You feel defeated, that everyone else is better than you. You then end up feeling you'll never arrive at the end destination you had planned for. And even when you do, it doesn't give you the feeling you were expecting. In this episode, we are looking at how to appreciate the good life, and you'll discover how to recognize when life is good, why you're afraid of the good life, and how to let the good life in, even if you're currently in chaos. First, how do you recognize when life is good? Life is good when you handle things as they happen rather than avoid what's uncomfortable. But to recognize when life is good, you look back to how you used to handle things. And when you do that, you'll then see what used to stress you doesn't affect you in the same way it did, that you're able to handle things better. That what's bothered you previously is now much easier for you to handle. And that you have learned from the bumps in the road and to evaluate, which is sometimes very hard for you to recognize because as an intuitive sensitive, you don't see things are good unless they're perfect. So why are you afraid of the good life even though you want it? You're afraid of the good life because you don't believe that things can last. When something is going well, you're waiting for that moment where it goes wrong. You're waiting for the crisis to occur because you've learned when you relax, that's when things get out of hand. So how can you let the good life in, even if you're afraid it won't last? Well, what I got sucked into for a long time was the belief that someone has the power to ruin your progress. It wasn't until I started to realize it's all in your attitude. Did I start to realize that no one can ruin things, they can only interrupt. And interruptions are within your control if you allow them to be. So what are 3 little things you can do to let the good life in? Number 1, learn rather than regret. When you start to regret something, switch the situation in your mind to, what have I learned from this? So if you regret wasting time, for instance, change it to, what have I learned about myself from wasting time? You'll soon see how it's opened doors to a new way of being. Number 2, let yourself dream and dream big. Start to let yourself dream beyond limitation, because letting yourself dream opens your mind and therefore opportunities, rather than shut down what you want in your life as believing that it's impossible. Just dream of the possibility. Dreaming means you have the choice, and that choice for it to be real. Number 3, let yourself feel, and then move on. No one can move on unless they feel. You may think shutting out feelings means you can put them in a compartment to one side and move on. Nope. It means you just did that. You put it in a compartment and to the side. So when you let yourself feel, really feel the feelings. And when you do, when you really feel, you'll realize that they only last about 10 minutes. Even if you thought that if I let myself feel, I'm going to be overwhelmed forever. It's not true. Shame, as an example, passes through the energy passes through and your ego realizes that you survived. And when that happens, you automatically have more faith. It will take a few goes, but you will feel you can more easily appreciate the good life. And remember, it's not about perfect, it's about progress. So would you like me to help you accelerate your ability to move into feeling the good life is within your grasp? The meditation accompanying this episode will fast track you to letting the good life be part of your reality. So give the letting your heart feel the good life meditation a go now, because it will release you from stored energy in the unconscious ruling your world. That's because you don't make logical decisions around rejecting what's great for you. You make illogical decisions based on unwanted unconscious beliefs that have been stored in the body for years, and sometimes they've been passed through generations to you. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. This meditation will help you undo those unwanted unconscious beliefs by releasing the energy stored in your body, like popping a bubble, just like that. To orchestrate magic in your life, simply make your unconscious conscious. And the fastest way to do that, to make your unconscious conscious, is by using my meditations. Even if you've never done a meditation before, it's fine. You just follow the words. You have the time. There is always time for something this important. So if you don't already have access, you can download a copy for free from heidisawyer.com/42. Okay, so now you've looked at how to appreciate the good life. The next step is to learn how to feel secure, even when things don't work out. So guess what the next episode does? It addresses how to feel secure, even in a crisis. So make sure you set a reminder now to join me for this next session, which I will release on Saturday at 4 p.m. That's UK time. And I will then be on the Intuitive Sensitive Persons Facebook group for an hour from 4:30 to answer any questions you have about this episode and to interpret your symbolism from doing the meditation. Because your unconscious shows you how to change things through symbolism. Numerous cognitive neuroscience studies state your unconscious drives 95% of your life. Your conscious mind only powers 5% of your world. I believe intuitive sensitive people are the new leaders because their sensitivity aligns with the new superintelligence, the deeper senses. So when you not only read my interpretation of your symbolism expressed through the meditations, but other intuitive sensitives' experiences, you develop your own fast link to understanding a further 95% of your world. How enriching is that? If you don't already have access to this leader group of intuitive sensitives, then visit isptribe.com. That's all as one word. letter I, S, P, tribe.com. If you are not sure if you are an intuitive sensitive, then visit heidisawyer.com/quiz to find out. And you might be very pleasantly surprised. So share this episode if you know someone who is struggling with letting themselves appreciate when things are good, because they will be very pleased that you did. So go now and listen to the free meditation, letting your heart feel the good life. If you don't already have access, you can download a copy for free from heidisawyer.com/42. Do it now, because then you're not allowing the limitation of perfection to get in your way. We believe your capacity for empathy gives you a unique perspective. The way we help you access your uniqueness is through developing your intuition and your inner world. When you allow yourself this part of you, life is easy. So go now and listen to the powerful meditation. And always remember this: your sensitivity is your greatest asset. Till next time, bye for now.